what, a few days since the last made a video or a live. Wonder if that one person will start watching again. You never know. So I'm back streaming Infamous again, and this is going to be part 1 again, but maybe part 2. I actually know what I'll call it. So, today I kind of want to talk about a bit more about the powers, but more about the more dynamics of the game and some examples. So I'm just gonna go, like get straight into it or whatever. So first thing I want to talk about is enemies. One problem I have with this game is that the enemies, for some reason, either take 2 or 3 hits to defeat. I would show an example, but if I go after the occurrence, I'll get bad karma, and my karma meter is full to the good side. And I do not want to lose these blue wings, as you can see right here. Very lovely. So, that kind of does bother me. It's not so much that they take less hits to defeat. I get you are, like, superhuman. So, one person's watching the live. I'll say hi to the person. Don't know who it is, definitely not. One thing about the enemies is, if you go and kill a random civilian, they will die with 1 hit. Like, I can't really show it now until I find like drug dealers or whatever. But the thing was, civilians in this game do not have any sort of special abilities to them. But for some reason, you go and like hit a drug dealer with video, for example. Show you what happens. Is that right? Let's just get him. When you hit one, they take 2 hits. Right. For some reason, they take 2 hits. But a normal civilian will take 1 hit. There is no logic to that at all. A normal civilian and drug dealers should take at least the same amount of damage, as the only armour that drug dealers have is the balaclavas that they wear, and maybe some sort of, well, whatever they're wearing now. But when you think about it, either way, they should still take the same damage, or still both human, so why not? That's just one thing. I don't really care about that as much, but it would make the game a bit better if that logic was there. So, another thing is that I want boss fights to be a little bit more harder in the retrospect. This game had a pattern of, you get the kind of health bar down, then they stop. I want them to kind of follow a system of, like the Marvel Spider-Man games. Once you defeat an enemy, they actually fight you a few more times, and they use different tactics to fight. Like Venom, for example. The first time you fight him, he doesn't fly, but the second time you fight him, he flies and has wings with him. So let's just say you're fighting off. Oh, I never knew that was there. Let's just say you're fighting off a fire conduit, right? Sorry. First time you fight them, you could easily defeat them, but second time you might have to switch to a different power, because fire might beat that power. It could be fire and paper. You use paper first, and then you have to use maybe video or water or whatever kind of powers were actually in the game. So that's what I want for the game. You have to actually adapt in order to properly defeat the enemy. I didn't mean for that. I did not mean for that either, right? I just killed him. I did not mean to. And also, concrete has to be a finished power. Um, One thing I also want is, I guess, for I don't know, like side missions have to come back from the first two Infamous games, like very random side missions, even if it's like helping people out, you earn a few upgrades for powers or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. But if we don't even know what the game could be now. If it was my choice, I would probably make a sequel to Second Son. Oh, the one viewer stopped watching. I'm gonna guess they're probably busy, right? I'm gonna guess they're busy drawing or something. Don't know what tells me that. Bet they're very pretty. Definitely don't know who it is. Yeah. Shout out to Sophie, by the way. Probably the one viewer watching. She's been. I love her, right? Yeah. Gets a thumbs up, right? Anyways, so if it was my choice, I would probably make a second. Oh my god, this is killing me, right? Yeah, I've been ill for the past few days. I don't know where I got it from. Yeah. But I would also like to try a spin on some different ideas as well. Like maybe a standalone game or something that leads into the next game. One thing that they did was Infamous First Light, which focused on the story of Fetch, the person you get, the girl you get Neon from. Um, for her, her game took place before Second Son, so it explores why she does what she does, why she hates who she hates, and you can only use one power from that, which was quite interesting. For example, in this game, you can use 4 different powers, right? Smoke, neon, video, and concrete. In the First Light, you can only use the one, neon, and that allowed neon to be upgraded quite a bit differently than it was in Second Son. You had way more variety of upgrades and different abilities for it, and if I were to do that, I have thought of a little standalone game that I would make. I don't know what I would call it, but I do have the general idea of it. So, the story would follow a protagonist, don't know her name yet, but she, she's someone that doesn't really. Oh, what was the point in saving them then? I have no idea. What my idea would be is that she's born into a normal family who do not have any sort of conduit abilities. She has an older sister who secretly is a conduit, but she also doesn't reveal that or doesn't know it. One day, this protagonist discovers their abilities, and family finds out and they are disgraced. but they still choose to keep their daughter around. And the whole po- the whole point of the game would be to show something we actually haven't seen before is for some reason Cole and Delson we have not actually met their parents or like much of people's like reactions close to them. We've seen how Delson's brother doesn't really like Conduits much until Delson kind of realizes he is one, and we've seen how Zeke was quite jealous of Cole having powers he didn't. So it'd be interesting to see actual parents and seeing how their children have all these abilities and how, yeah. So the power I thought of would be either sound or music because I think that is a general good idea. Uh, Basically, for music and sound, the whole idea would be it follows the same structure as First Light. You know, you get to upgrade your powers in different categories, and all that, and I would really use the PlayStation to its advantage. For example, if you have Spotify, or the game would give you a choice of a few songs that your character can listen, the character protagonist can listen to, and they can use that to kind of change the way their music power has been used. So, say you're listening to quite a angry, upbeat rock song, you can use that to have more destructive powers. But if you're listening to a more like less retro kind of song, your powers would be less destructive that way. I don't know if you get what I mean. So, say I know someone that listens to all the rock songs and sings it all the time, right? He can be quite thingy like that, but I can't tell him to stop. He'll start singing just beaten by Michael Jackson. I've witnessed it in 4K. Also bet a bit for. He bet me in bowling by 1 point today, and he was saying how he was going to beat me and show me how a real player bowls, even though I'm lit better, probably. Uh, I came second in both the games. There was four of us playing, but if you add up my points, I got the most points overall between the two games. So sucks to be the other players, but you know they did pretty good. One of them helped the other person get two strikes in a row, so they're pretty good at teaching people. Shout out to Sophie again, right? Yeah. So back to the game. Um, so yeah, I think having one power to play would work very well as you can do more with it. Um, and the way that you obviously get them, I'm gonna compare Infamous First Light Second Son for like Neon. So Dread and Neon's fairly the same. The upgrades are what's different, right? So this is what the upgrades look like here. You know, you can only you can only unlock certain abilities depending on your karma. So you can literally you're missing out on only two neon powers for evil karma. So you get you get six good karma neon powers, which include laser focus, speed loader, extended focus, extended bubble, enhanced status, and endless speed. Actually, endless speed you can get for both karmas. Don't know why it's kind of highlighted in a blue color then, but I'm not going to question it. So the way you upgrade Neon is through finding core reactors or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Okay, recommendation for people watching, you should definitely marry artists, right? Yeah, hold on. I'm not speaking to the live stream. Yeah, I know what it is. Damson. It's literally the game, right? He did amazing. Shout out to Sophie again. Or Soph. She's a very good drawer. Yeah, it looks incredible for the people that are watching, even though no one is, right? I got very lucky, everyone, since last year. It's probably why I haven't been uploading most of the time as well, because I don't have nothing good to upload. Anyway, so, the thing's different with Neon, obviously, is that, so when you go to get the, whatever you call it, core reactors or whatever, the things that give you more of these powers, you get them instantly, and you can use blast shots that you find. As you can see, the little white, but the power I'm playing as now, Neon. So, I know that was video, right? Watch the live stream and you'll see. Just then when you're watching, right? Yeah, you can't change that, right? You're actually watching it. Right? No, you're not. You're literally not, though. Well, what are you saying on my screen then? Where is he, though? Okay, right. Just watch close attention then. You want to know what Neon looks like? Look, yeah. This is why I should really know how to focus on being on a call and doing live streams better than both, so yeah, so it's blue and purple. But the evil karma has red pink, if you'd like to see that. So that's another then, right? So, oh, that's a police cop, can't shoot them, right? Just go walk away, right? See ya. Not have a karma system, so that's probably the reason why you could use so many different powers for Neon. Also, the thing about the I think karma system is very interesting and infamous. It does work, but it does need to be changed in a way, right? I don't know how they change it, but yeah. Also, going back to the kind of standalone game thing I was talking about, the older sister, I would have her have fire powers or whatever. to show that um, to show her personality in a way. Basically, that she's fierce and quite hot tempered. But I would also have fire like death. So I would also have fire played different than smoke in terms of like what it does. I'm glad I'm off for a long weekend at this point, right? Time to heal, right? So yeah, I would have fire played different from smoke, because it is different. Um, Here's a random fact for people watching. Neon is my favourite power visually. Look how pretty it is, right? It's like it's just very cool. So the one person watching who I definitely cannot hear right now. Would you like to see the neon at night? I want to take said. I don't know, that may be wrong, right? Right, it might take a minute. Just wait patiently. They're probably thinking of a food. Kidding. Maybe it would be a bit easier for them to actually see it. Right. Okay. I don't know what they're doing at all. I have no idea. Right. It's like neon's my favourite power visually. Smoke's my favourite power. Uh, I don't know. Sound wise, it just sounds very, very nice. Video is my favourite power, like useful wise, I guess, because you can turn invisible and like get enemies down onto the ground, make sure they can't get up again. And concrete is my favourite power traversal wise, or just concept wise. Yeah, the powers do show the. I think powers in this game are meant to show people's personalities in a way. Smoke goes is from Hank, and it shows he's quite a. Hold on, guys, I'm checking something out. Whoa, you don't have that picture. You send that over. I do. I like it though, so I'm on it, right? Should I send it over to me? Can you not send it over to me? Are you deleting it? I can't tell, right? I like it how it is, right? If you think you can make improvements on it, even though it's pretty darn incredible, sure, right? I think you try draw wings actually, right? Try draw the wings, right? You send that over to me when you're done. I do. Thank you though. It's awesome. Thank you, it's awesome. Thank you, it's awesome. Yeah guys, I got very lucky, right? Didn't even seem happy, right? Didn't even seem happy I said that, right? Fine. So yeah, um, and the music power for our main protagonist would be to show that they're quite a not much of a social person, and they like to show their personality through music itself. Yeah, that's like you. So music would be their power, and fire for the older sister or whatever. Um, I would also really want to show the dynamic between the family. You know, is yeah, but see, I would like to see the general like dynamic of the family and how having conduit abilities kind of changes it, and like how the game will lead into the next like, a second Son sequel. One thing that I was considering but not sure if I should do is you have just two playable characters you can play as the main protagonist or the older sister who also has abilities, the fire ones. Um, I need to think of a general story idea for that though. But once I actually think of some, yeah. We. I feel like if the DUP used video as their main source of power, they would be unstoppable. As you can do a lot of things with video, you can summon demons and angels, and you can summon literal swords and blades and stuff. I'll show the person that's not watching anymore what I'm talking about. I need to go into its darkness infamous 100%. See, I feel like if the DUP used video, they would have a much higher success rate of trying to actually keep control of Seattle. Concrete does do good, but it doesn't have much capabilities as, you know, yeah, because if I remember, they did try to experiment with a lot of different powers for them. I have wrote some down that I think would be good. So, less is concrete. Glass would also be good. Glass is quite um, a violent power. It would definitely hurt a lot. Um, Having glass shards in you and would cause significant bleeding, right? Another power they were considering to use was paper. Um, paper, I don't really see how it can be used as an offensive power. I mean, we haven't actually seen much of paper being used in a offensive way, like power wise. Not yeah. Wire was also being considered. That would be interesting to see. Be one that they would typically use. But you know, I think they could make it work if they wanted to. They're also going to try to use like nature powers, but for nature powers, you need to be specific on what they actually mean by that. As nature is literally loads of things, including paper, as paper comes from trees. Yeah. They're also going to try use a lot of powers. I think these ones they could have used, and it would work, but might not work in their downsides. Water could also have been used. I feel like would it work better than concrete though? Probably not. I feel like it would cause too much controversy as they would. Yeah, I want that sent over to me right now. Uh, Water would be good, but like let's just say The only way the DUP would be able to use it is from the ocean. But yeah, music and slash sound would be a good one. But I think that would be a bit too destructive for them. As if it was used, its potential would be enough to probably demolish buildings, right? And if they have helmets on, it'd be hard for them to actually hear any music, right? Yeah. Um. So yeah, um, if they wanted control of the city, music would be a good one to try to scare them to show, oh, if you guys disobey, this is what we'll do. You know, just destroy a few buildings and yeah. Electricity, if it was used right, it would definitely work better. Um, yeah. Um, Other things include uh, I think we could also use. I was thinking of like if there was a way they could like use art in a way. I think how it would work. Like they absorb a piece of art that they see, and they can use that and summon it would actually be pretty cool. It'd work a bit like video, except maybe not the exact same. Another power they could use is uh, crystals. It'd be a more nicer version of concrete, I guess. Um, you can also use sand and stuff like. Uh, Also use fire and sparks, and they could use like wood as well. Yeah, high rate. They could use wood as well. Graffiti. Uh, they could use. They could use slime, although I don't know how that would work. They could use acid as well. They could have gone with loads, but I do like concrete as a general power. It was used well, and it probably could be used better in another game, right? If they fully utilised it, it could be great. So yeah, so I the more success they would have, what? Send you what? Even though you already have it. Wait, oh no, on stream, not. Okay, stream, I am back, right? Yeah, you did an amazing job. Another power they could use is, I don't know, snow, right? I guess, I don't know. I guess they could use snow as a power, but I don't really know what they do with it, right? How is he still alive, right? We ain't anymore, right? Okay.
I joined the DUPs if it wasn't for the whole power thing.
So, yeah. Try to think of other powers they could use is quite difficult. Or just what any other power conduit would have. So you need to really think how would they work differently with each other. You get what I mean? Try to find more examples, but it is hard to find. I'm gonna end Shine here. I'll live stream probably in the morning at some point.